A matalia whaanga tama le kirikiti mo le fua I le astoa na ina te anei. Fulisia le board a le LBJ I whaamalo lo le sunga ia sefana ia kaumatatoia. Patalo fatu Amerika Samoa inisio whaupopongo tala mai lau KVZK TV. O loo fuafua nei le whauluina o se tasio pili tutono le moto le senate. E toi luilo aianga waa o I lato o loo fuafua tau waa moto finga o le kovana ma le lutena kovana o Amerika Samoa. O anga waa maasani mo e tau waa mo ne to finga le atunuu I avea ma se tangata nuu o Amerika Samoa po o se citizeni o le United States. I te tono lea pili tau whaofi a lea fionga ia tongi o la tula fono, ia whaopopo iai ma se tase wanga waa, ina ia le ngata o se tangata anu, a ia whaapena fo I iona tua a. E le ngata I lea a ia luas fulufaa maasina o nofo I te tono le territory e au noa ma le nofo I fafo. Ina ia malamalama ma mawhai o na iai le langona fisa o tai tawa lumanga uma o lo o tutupu te tono le atunuu, ma ia au mau te tono le territory I tau sanga I lima I le soifuanga atoa. E leo iai ni swinga inisi o anga maa I pei o na te tono le tulafono, e peo le tau sanga le soifua, ma nisi o afianga le tulafono e le mawhai ai o na sao fia e tau vamo le tofi kovana ma le sui kovana. Nuno yasu le lei mai lau KVZK News. O le asa to na ina te anei sa tatala aloa I ai le whaanga tama o le kirikiti I awa li I matama itai, awa le whaamanatuina o le sisi ngā fua le territory I le tausana nei. O lea fuafuanga e le o toi po se lilo I le sila le atunuu, o na unisi ne o vaenga o le polokalama o le fua le atunuu I tausanga ta itasi. I lea aso sa amatalia I sa sauninga pupu, e amatalia ai lea whaamoe moe taua. O le afionga I le sui kovana ia pulu II Junior sa whai masui o le malo whaatasi manisi o whaaululunga o matanga luenga.
O ka alo I ka kuanga mako e leia malo a pala ai o wale ika na ngai ni moese mele o ngai meo ka longa o me e whiro iai I kangaka ka kuanga mako anga o awal ka alo o levan ka alo ngai ka longa ma lakapi ma kere roi ai whalau kusi o mkau Samoa penga ka alo kitkiki o sa kitkiki sa whakea le awa pangpango menga wale ko ese awa pangpango le se whakea mawase malosi msalo koe whai mese awa rua whawhika iakur ko whawhio mai ni asu e kau ko ngā fwoi mao kou ia o ngāle ka ko waso whawhikai fwoi le whionga le malu le whale man lako ofisa o kamwhainga o ngei ka longa sa kamwhaia le whionga ia malu le whale fia whakaungu ka ko ka longa e leo whai alfi ngalo kau Samoa ka roi o ka kou le ka ko whangau kamarelei o ele mo mua mai e ka alo oi pe al kapuai Kalo o malo ya kusalea kingo kau o fa pena le alo kingo sa ya sola o sa fa ke ala o pampang no ai fa yaku fa foi la sugar fa feraiga o fiona al malo al fale mal ko ofisa fa ya e magui al kakuas
Sa to e sa no fa manatu le a fiona ile malo le fale le failo tusi le ofisa o mata o tau Samoa e tusa ma le whaama mawhama le whaataua o le whaamoe moe ua amatalia nei.
E mausinga le soal saunuanga le whionga ko vanga tenga le nei tai au, ma o tau fifo i o se whi au tāua le nau a matu I tātou nuu mawhioanga ia whaanga tamani ia e leo I whaanga tamani tau sa I le sisi baenga a o whaanga tamani mawai fo le no whelfangi ia mese o tupulanga o tina ia o tamaitai ia le whaamoe moe e le to e whaasilia tene sa o whaamtalanga leo o saunoa le whionga o wana lutenga I le tāua ma le au ngā o le nei whaamoe moe ia le tālanga o le sisinga fua le tātou whainga malo o le nei fwoi tau sanga ia manuia le alo atu tālonga, tā alo le lei, tā alo fia ia whamoemoe le atua e whanau taunu umalo tō whamoemoe le nei asu whaftai.
Inisio tala ua whaamalo lo le sunga ya se whanea kau matitoia mai le tōwhinga o le Chief Financial Officer a le LBJ i se taimi o sola. O lea whai unga na tu inaane ina ua mai o na soala upule le sunga le taitei whono, whaapea tō tino le board a le maotanga sengase i le mai aso utuana inei. O le ave sea mai o le susunga ya se whanaia mai le tōwhi le pule o le ofiso le tupe a le maotanga sengase, o se whai unga sa amadili i ai le board a le LBJ, ona o le le whaamali eina o na tiu tepe o le tau na iai, whaapea le whaonga eina o mea tō tino a le whale mai e au noa male uia o ala o whaatu la whanoina. O lana tautua e titono le ofisa le finance sa amata mai le tausanga lua afe lua tolu i le masino a Perila. Sa whaamaonia le sunga le taitei whono, ia mua le ava Dr. Aifili John Tufa lea whaiunga i lana saunoanga e tusa ma lea mata upu. Nunu yasu lelei mai lau KVZK News. Mai a tātou tala mai a pia, o loo te ena le company wa alele ale Samoa Airways, tua inga i tutonu o nisi o whaamatalanga i whaapea, sa whaatanga ina se uta o loo iai tutonu whala au whaasaina i se tasi o na whainga malanga. Sa whailoa le te o company wa alele i whaamatalanga wa nginga i lunga o penga te whailangi, mai se tasi e sua whaia Mau Hunt, o loo tua iai le Samoa Airways i se pusa maliu se itulo, sa iai ni whala au whaasaina tutonu na malanga atu male maalele mai se tasi o ana whainga malanga mai Amerika Samoa. O le nei mata upu atu ina atu le company wa alele le ofisa o leo leo i lala atu utangi e whaasanga ia Hunt, o se fuafuanga ina ia whaamama aile ingo le Samoa Airways mai tua inga ma whaamatalanga le whaavaea, ua tau wau ina whaina ile whaatua tua ina le lautele le ngā luenga ma le tautua le company mo Samoa e lua. Sa whaamala malamaina le pulenga a le Samoa Air e whaapea, o taualu manga i whainga malanga o aso te tasi, e le ngata i tangata malanga ai whaapea fo i uta e uia tula whono mai inga a le company wa lele. Ina ia saunga le mua na whainga malanga, ma whaia ma le whaamaoni le whaatinonga o ala tau ngā luenga. Nunu yasu lelei mai lau KVZK News. Mai a tātou tala mai le Pasifika, ua atu ina atu e le awhionga le pale mio le atu no o Vanuatu, se whaamanatu i tangata whainga luenga uma le malo. Ina ia whaatino la tau tiute ma matawha i oi uma e te tau ona iai. O se whaalinga ina ia nofo utai so o se tangata whainga luenga, ina ia fo iai le ave esea mai a la tau ngā luenga. O se tase o ngā luenga mua le awhionga le pale mia o Vanuatu talo na tula i mai, o lana whaamalo si au i e olo ngā lulue te tono le malo. Ina ia whaatino ngā luenga ma o la tau tiute te tawai. O taimi o malo longa te tono ngā luenga ua whaetitia, whaapea whainga malanga maasani a sui o le malo. O le finangalo o Jotham na Pat, ina ia tau tuaina le atu nuu i le whaamaoni, ma ia whaetitia le motusia o le au nanga i le lautele. O lea whaamanatu e le ingata i le au whainga luenga, ai whaapea fo i lona tula i mai i oni tiute whaale palemia. E te tau fo ina savali ma whaatino e iala na tau tua i le atu nuu e tusa malona tofi. Mao le aso mai e nei matala le tau maletai mo Amerika Samoa. O le whaiunga le nā o nisi o whaupoponga o tala mai lau KVZK TV le nei afiafi, whaaftai tele lo whaatasi mai Amerika Samoa, tau wha seifua. A bill to modify eligibility for candidates running for governor and lieutenant governor titles have been introduced in the Senate. Men and Women Cricket Flag Day Tournament has officially started. The LBJ CFO has been relieved from his position by the hospital's board. Good evening, American Samoa, and welcome to this edition of your KVZK TV news. A bill currently under consideration in the Senate aims to modify the eligibility criteria for individuals seeking to run for the offices of Governor and Lieutenant Governor of American Samoa.
Currently, candidates for the top two positions in the executive branch of the American Samoa government, the governor and lieutenant governor, are required to be either citizens or nationals of the United States. The proposed measure is sponsored by Senator Tongiola Tulafono, and it seeks to strengthen the qualifications by adding a new criterion. Candidates must be of American Samoa ancestry. This definition includes individuals of American Samoan descent who were born in the territory, Swains Island, or anywhere within the United States. The proposed legislation further specifies that candidates must establish actual residency in American Samoa for a minimum of 24 consecutive and continuous calendar months immediately before their candidacy. Additionally, they must show a long-term connection by living in the territory for at least 5 years before submitting their candidacy. This requirement underscores the importance of local knowledge and understanding the community's issues and needs. Under existing laws, candidates are only required to be bona fide residents. However, the new bill maintains several unchanged qualifications. For instance, candidates must be at least 35 years of age. Additionally, individuals convicted of a felony, whether under the laws of American Samoa, the United States, or any of its states, are ineligible to run for these positions. Moreover, the proposed legislation retains a provision that waives residency requirements for specific individuals, including those serving in the United States Armed Forces, those employed by the U.S. government or its agencies, individuals serving the American Samoa government or its agencies, and students pursuing education. The bill's preamble highlights the significance of recognizing the U.S. citizenship or national status of candidates with American Samoa ancestry. It contends that this requirement guarantees that political leaders have a genuine and meaningful connection to the cultural and historical heritage of American Samoa, which is considered essential for effective governance. By stressing residency, the legislation seeks to ensure that candidates are knowledgeable about local issues, thereby promoting better representation of the community's interests. Ultimately, the bill is designed to improve American Samoa's leadership quality by attracting genuinely invested candidates in the territory and its future. As the bill states, it will promote stability and community governance through meaningful and uninterrupted residency requirements. This initiative aims to foster more assertive, more engaged local leadership that truly reflects the values and needs of the people of American Samoa. Joyeta Fiangay Mali with your news on KVZK.
The Office of Samoan Affairs kicked off this year's cricket tournament as part of the Flag Day activities.
During the opening ceremony of the Flag Day cricket tournament over the weekend, Lieutenant Governor Pulamatala II Jr. urged all players to remain focused on the true spirit of these events, sportsmanship. He conveyed an important message to competitors, stating that if they win, they should celebrate their victory with humility and grace. Conversely, if they lose, they should not harbor anger or resentment towards others, as such negative emotions would defeat the very purpose of these tournaments, which is to promote camaraderie and friendly competition. Reflecting on his own experience in the sport, the Lieutenant Governor shared fond memories of his time on the field, highlighting the joy of competition and the friendships forged through the love of cricket. He emphasized that the tournament should serve as an opportunity for players from various villages to engage, connect, and build lasting relationships through the game. Additionally, he expressed his gratitude to the Secretary of Samoan Affairs, Faivaiuli Alex Godinet, for his encouragement and support in organizing the tournament, citing this event was initially at risk of being omitted from this year's Flag Day activities. But with Faivai's backing, it was ultimately included, allowing the community to come together and celebrate their heritage through sports. Faivai also addressed the audience at the opening ceremony. He emphasized that the primary goal of the tournament is to unite the youth and encourage their active participation in village affairs. He highlighted the importance of fostering a sense of community among the younger generation, suggesting that their involvement is crucial. Additionally, Faivai echoed these sentiments expressed by the Lieutenant Governor, noting that this initiative aims to promote the values of sportsmanship and fair play among all participants. He reminded the players that the tournament is not only a competition, but also an opportunity to build character and strengthen camaraderie within the community. By instilling these principles, the tournament seeks to cultivate responsible and engaged citizens who are invested in the well-being of their villages. Joyeta Fiangai Mali with your news on KVZK.
LBJ Tropical Medical Center's Chief Financial Officer, Sefanaya Kaumatitoya, has been officially terminated from his role.
Sefanaya Kaumatitoya, the LBJ Tropical Medical Center's Chief Financial Officer, has been officially terminated from his role following a decision made by the LBJ Hospital Authority Board. The board's chairman, Moleava Dr. Ifili John Tufa, confirmed this during a recent meeting with 93 KHJ. While Dr. Tufa refrained from disclosing specific details about the reasons for Kaumatitoya's dismissal, he indicated that the decision stemmed from a recurring pattern of unsatisfactory job performance. This included significant violations of established procurement processes, which resulted in improper management and use of LBJ assets without following the hospital's official protocols. He added that making decisions like this is never easy, and the board has spent many hours in a thorough deliberation before untimely reaching a motion and a vote. According to KHJ News, the board met on Tuesday to discuss Kaumatitoya's performance and eventual termination. Kaumatitoya became the CFO at the LBJ Hospital in April of 2023. He previously worked as a financial consultant for the hospital, providing critical financial insights and guidance. His prior experience includes a position at the Territorial Bank of American Samoa, where he gained valuable expertise in financial management and banking operations. Joyeta Fiangai Mali with your news on KVZK.
In our news from Samoa, the Samoa Airways has firmly dismissed allegations of drug trafficking involving a coffin transported from American Samoa to Apia, describing the claims as false.
The national carrier has publicly addressed accusations made by an individual by the name of Mauhant on social media, which suggested that an empty coffin transported from Pango contained illegal drugs. In a proactive step to protect its reputation, Samoa Airways has referred the matter to the police, emphasizing that the severity of these baseless claims harms its reputation and undermines public confidence in the professionalism and dedication of Samoa Airways staff. In a statement, the airline declared, and I quote, "These claims are entirely unfounded, and we wish to clarify the situation for the public and our esteemed customers. We would like to stress that Samoa Airways has never transported a coffin in the manner described by Mr. Hunt, and there is no veracity to the allegations of drug trafficking associated with any cargo we have managed. The safety and security of our passengers and cargo are paramount, and we take any attempts to compromise the integrity of our operations with the utmost seriousness," unquote. The airline confirmed that family members or authorized representatives accompany all coffins transported by the airline, and that the entire process is thoroughly documented in compliance with applicable laws and regulations. Furthermore, Samoa Airways has advised against the dissemination of misinformation and reiterated its commitment to providing safe, reliable, and professional services to passengers. In a live stream post on Facebook, Hunt claimed to have received information from a reliable source regarding a coffin allegedly transporting drugs to Samoa. He further asserted that 15 staff members from Samoa Airways had tested positive for illicit drugs and alcohol, and that all pilots were afflicted with influenza. In response, Samoa Airways clarified that only 10 staff members underwent testing, of which 3 tested positive for illicit drugs and have been temporarily removed from duty. A pilot testing yielded a positive results for prescription sleeping pills, and 6 others were found to have alcohol in their system. The airline assured the public that it has comprehensive guidelines and protocols to ensure the safe and respectful transport of human remains when such services are required. Joyeta Whengai Mali'i with your news on KVZK.
In our regional news, Vanuatu's Prime Minister Jotham Napat has warned public officers, urging them to fulfill their duties or face dismissal.
Napat was elected Prime Minister of the island nation last week. In a direct statement, he outlined the government's commitment to monitoring public servant performance, stating that non-compliance would lead to necessary actions, including potential severance payments. According to Vanuatu Daily Post report, public sector employees' lunch breaks have already been reduced. The newspaper noted that Napat has also prohibited frequent government retreats, labeling them as an excuse for government employees to be absent from their offices. Effective immediately, all public servants must stay at their workplaces to enhance accountability and service delivery. The report highlighted that Napat emphasized the significance of a performance-based government, declaring that even his role is subject to performance evaluations. And I quote, "If I am not performing, I am ready to step down," unquote. He said, applying this principle to the entire public service sector. He apologized to the people of Vanuatu and assured them that the government would work diligently to enhance efficiency and meet the nation's expectations. Joyeta Whengai Mali'i with your news on KVZK.
Please stay tuned for your weather and tide report. And that concludes tonight's edition of your KVZK TV News. Thanks for joining us, American Samoa. Tofa Seifua.